Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I think I'm gonna have to take this and put it this way because again, the sun is doing its job. This is your girl Princess with the Truth Heals Hurt video. Today I want to try to help some of you that keep coming up with reasons why you can't do what it is that you've been called to do. Let me tell you something that I had to face, something that I had to address. You know how God will ask you to do something. God will put something in your spirit. Like for me, it's writing. For some of you, it may be something else. He gives each of us gifts. We all have something. Hey, April. Hey, Larry. He gives us all something to do. And so let me tell y'all what we got to do. Tell the truth. We got to tell the truth about why we're not doing what God called us to do. And so I get a lot of people when I'm talking to them or mentoring them, they'll say, well, I'm just afraid or whatever. You know, we blame all kind of stuff. You know, when my children were little, I blame my children. Okay, I said because I was trying to raise them, I didn't really have time to be trying to write no books or do, you know, the other things that God had called me to do. And so then I got in bad relationship. I started blaming the people that I was in relationships with, saying that the reason why I, you know, wasn't getting done because I was, you know, taking care of them or trying to keep up with them or whatever the case may be. How about this morning? I said, let me share with the people what I had to tell myself the truth. The real reason why I'm not doing what God called me to do is me. Telling myself lies, making old dumb excuses, procrastinating, and coming up with dumb stuff. Like, really. I done blamed everybody in the world. I done blamed my church. I done blamed my mama, my daddy. I done blamed, you know, relationships. I done blamed the children. I done blamed my jobs. I done blamed everybody for not doing what God called me to do. Everybody. It's everybody. Hey, Felicia. It's everybody's fault as to why I'm not doing what God called me to do. And we all do that. We all make excuses. We all say we don't have enough time. We all invest our time and attention in all kind of other people, other stuff. And then when it comes to what we're supposed to be doing for God, we be half-stepping, I'm trying to find a good word. A lot of people would say be half doing it. Some of y'all use the ASS word, be half doing it with it. I don't use profanity. They ain't got nothing to do with what y'all do. I ain't trying to judge nobody, so don't start trying to say Princess trying to be better than nobody. But what I'm saying is we tend to we do too much, like making excuses. There is no reason in the world now that you should not do what it is that you've always had a passion to do. And then some people say, well, I don't know what my calling is or what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what is your passion? What is the thing that excites you? What is the thing that makes you jump up and be raring to go? You know what I'm saying? What makes you smile even when you ain't getting paid for it? You know, what is that thing that pushes you? But again, we like to come up with all kind of stuff. Like we talk ourselves out of it every day. I used to go to work and be at work talking about, ooh, I wish I could write my book. And then as soon as I get off to go write the book, then I get some time, I'm procrastinating. I'm all on Facebook. I'm all on Twitter. I'm all, you know, everywhere else. And then I be like, oh, I'll write after I come home from church. Got another couple of hours. Then I get home from church. Oh, my house needs to be clean. Oh, I should have folded up these clothes earlier. Then that's another 2 hours that has been wasted. So we got to stop all this foolishness. God called us to do something, and we keep making excuses as to why we can't do it. It's us. You the reason, boo. Don't keep blaming other people. I had to address the real person, the real issue. Princess is the issue. When the opportunity comes for me to do the stuff, I make up 100 excuses as to why I cannot do what it is God called me to do. And there ain't no good excuses. There ain't no good excuse. Just making up stuff. Hey, Candace. Yes, you know, just making up stuff. I'm telling y'all, I don't blame everybody in my whole life. Everybody, it's everybody's fault. Reason why I ain't the successful writer I'm supposed to be. It's everybody's fault why I couldn't do what I was supposed to be doing. I used to, as a little girl, pretend that I was on soap operas, be in the bathroom, talking to myself, play several characters, you know, because when God give you a gift, you be good like that. And so I'm all in the bathroom, talking to myself in the mirror, in the tub, just acting out my parts, right? Because I've always wanted to be somebody in drama. I always wanted to act. So guess what I did? Because I listened to lies. I listen to lies. People tell me that's not something possible. Get a real job. Acting is not a real job. You know, all this old stuff. So then you listen to all these lies. So then you let all these lies come in. But at some point, you know the truth. You know them folks told you a lie. Like, you can't keep holding on to what they told you. They tell lies. You know what I'm saying? So then, that was my excuse. I'm not going to go pursue my dreams because that's not possible. That's impossible. So that's another lie. Then I got in these bad relationships. Well, because I'm in these bad relationships, running behind these people, doing all this whole stupid stuff, then that's the reason why I can't do what I'm supposed to be doing today. Because I got to run behind John and Joe and all of them. Then got the children, and then I got to invest into the children, so I can't really invest into myself because all my time, all my whole 24 hours in my whole day is going to the children. Y'all know that's a lie. Y'all know that's a lie we be telling. Then, like I said, get in the house. We don't never sit down and try to do what God calls us to do. God has called some of us to do some great things, and we keep making excuses as to why we don't do them. I can't think. I ain't clear. I got writer's block. How long you gonna have writer's block? All these ideas popping all up in your head. They come in all kind of ways. God called you to preach. Well, I don't know who I'm gonna be preaching to. Well, now shoot, you can be evangelist on Facebook. You want to? You ain't got no reason. You ain't got no reason not to do what God called you to do. Well, they won't give me opportunities. I don't have no opportunity. What opportunity? Make your own opportunities. I'm telling y'all, they got YouTube now. If you ever want to have a talk show, set your living room up, set your little stuff up nice. Do it nice and professional now because you never know who's watching. And that's how most of these people done got famous today. Really. A lot of YouTube sensations, a lot of Twitter sensations. A lot of people have noticed people through now you ain't got no reason. You ain't got to wait on nobody to give you opportunity to do what God has called you to do. So that now is a dumb excuse. I don't know how God. A lady was telling me the other day, I haven't published my book. I haven't found a publisher. Child, you don't even need no publisher no more. Some of the publishers are using the same avenue as self-publishing. Y'all don't want me to tell the truth. You ain't got no reason. No reason not to do what God told you to do. If you don't know how to do it, then you just ask somebody. Like you can ask me. If it's something I've done, I don't have no problem telling you. But I was sitting here getting ready to start writing and I come up with all kind of excuses. All at this house. Look, this house ain't nobody here but me and Reggie. And so I'm going in there. It's time to write. And I see a dish. I want to wash dishes. I don't want to write. I want to wash dishes. Really? I ain't never wanted to clean up like that in my life. This stuff is a distraction. You got to get some control of yourself, some discipline, and tell yourself, you know what, I got to this year, I'm going to get this book out. This year, I'm going to start this business. This year, I'm going to, get something. I'm going to move in what God called me to do. If he called you to ministry, whatever. This year, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let 2017 go out and 2018 come in, and God birthed this stuff in me in the 90s. And he put this stuff in me in early 2000s. We just gonna keep on making excuses, telling lies. Whose fault is it now? Yours. Well, I gotta wait till I put my daughter to sleep. Some of y'all, it is procrastination. Larry, hey Kidron, miss you. Thank you for supporting. Gotta wait till the children go to bed. Y'all put them children in bed at 8:30. What you be doing for 8:30 to 10? On that Facebook. Talking, running your mouth. It ain't no reason for us not to do what God calls us to do. I want to make a CD. I want to make an album. Well, shoot, nowadays they got so much stuff. I'm talking about you could do your background yourself. You can create your own music now. You can get on iTunes, YouTube, all kinds of stuff now. You ain't got to wait for nobody to discover you. You done discovered yourself. Get busy. But it's these lies. We be telling ourselves, blame it. I'm telling you, blame everybody. It ain't never our fault. It ain't never our fault. The reason why we ain't doing what we supposed to do. I want to get my license. And I don't want to go back to school. Well, how you supposed to get the license? You don't go back to school. You don't want to do no work. Then 10 years pass. Well, you know, I always wanted to do that. Well, what is keeping you from doing it? You. Nobody. Not your mama, not your daddy, not them children. It's children doing what some of us should be doing. Like, it's handicapped people. See, y'all don't, let's deal with the truth. It's a handicapped people doing and accomplishing some of their dreams and goals. Because the excuse is just what it is, an excuse. You can make all the excuses you want in the world. You ain't gonna never have time. If you keep telling it, you ain't gonna never have time. Because you're gonna be washing dishes, folding clothes and stuff. Instead of go ahead and write that book or do what God called you to do, and then look, you don't never know where that's gonna lead. You might have somebody else folding clothes for you, but you don't never know because you keep making up excuses as to why you can't do what God called you to do. Some of y'all supposed to be millionaires. You know it. The idea that God gave you, it was going to make you make room for your blessings, and then your blessings is going to flow. Some of y'all supposed to be, you know, millionaires, entrepreneurs, and all that. And guess why you worried about? You know why you worried about leaving your jobs? And why you worried about trusting God and doing what He told you to do? Because you know you're a procrastinator. You know you don't have no discipline. You know you need some mentorship. You know that. But instead of going out there and saying, listen here, I ain't gonna get no more money being on Facebook all day. My paycheck ain't gonna change unless I make Facebook some kind of business venture. But if you don't make it no business venture, you don't get no more money. But God has planted inside of each of us something great, and I ain't gonna keep you on here long, but I want y'all to deal with the truth. The truth, you the problem. You, princess. When it comes to my stuff, I'm sitting out here, I got my computer out here, got my stuff ready or whatever. I put this stuff out here about 45 minutes ago. Ask me how much I done put on this paper. Ask me how much I done put on this computer. Out here daydreaming and trying to think about what else it is I'm supposed to be doing today. Foolishness. I'm the problem. The children gone now. I can't blame them. I can't be talking about, oh Lord, I got to run them to soccer, got to run somebody to football, got to run somebody. Woo, Lord, I'm so tired by the time. But I ain't too tired to get on that Facebook, and I ain't too tired to get on that TV and look for some drama. And what's so sad is, this is another hit in the throat. Some of my shows supposed to be on that TV, but I'm up here watching other people's stuff and Facebooking and tagging y'all about that. I'm the problem. So when we deal with what the problem is, it ain't no excuse. You got to make some time. You got to make some time now for what it is God called you to do so that you can live the life that God has for you to live. There is a different way of living when you operate in your gifts, when you operate in the blessings that God has for you. There is different. Y'all feel me? Your life will be different. I'm telling you. Some of y'all, it's just so many things out here, so many gifts, so many things that people are supposed to be doing. And so again, we make so many excuses not to do it. But your whole life could change if you're obedient to God, because it says that our gifts will make room for us, that our gifts are the thing that is going to provide for us. Some of us have to get fired off of these jobs before we even take a step. And the reason why we take a step, because we need to eat. So then we take a step because then we don't know nothing else. And it's sad God have to, slap us in the face sometimes for us to just be obedient instead of us just saying, you know what, the gift is inside of me. Let me just use the gift that's inside of me. Okay, and it ain't all about money. I'm not on here to talk to you about money. I'm talking to you about this procrastination, this lack of discipline, this making up stuff, is blaming everybody for why you don't have what it is God will have you to have. And then my last note on this, and I'm gonna let y'all go, is be careful who you surround yourself with. Because you're around some jokers and some chicks and folks that don't want nothing else. I'm just telling you. They ain't gonna help you to write nothing. They ain't gonna help you to do nothing. They ain't gonna help you get no license. They ain't gonna help you. They ain't thinking about that. You know why? Because they okay. They all right. They all right. We're going work every day, doing their regular routine or whatever. God has called some of you to greatness, greater things. He called all of us, but some of us want it and some of us don't want it. And so you got to be careful, because let me tell y'all something. You got some friends, the only reason why they're keeping you busy because they know if you get loose and start doing what God called you to do, y'all ain't gonna be friends no more. Let's just tell the truth. We ain't gonna be able to be friends, because I didn't come into this world in 1972. Here it is, 2017. God planted this gift in me at my church that I grew up at, the Move of God Church. Okay. He put this gift in me. I was a little girl. I done made so many doggone excuses. I'm telling y'all, I done blame everybody in the world. It's everybody's fault. The reason why I ain't got all that I'm supposed to have. Everybody's fault. Instead of dealing with Princess, you the one. You the problem, girl. Get yourself together. And so these gifts been inside of me, right? So then when it's time for these gifts to come out, making excuses, and then the biggest excuse is fear. I fear. Every time I go into a library, I see thousands. I'm talking about like thousands of books. And I'm like, what make these people different from me? They ain't got nothing to do. You can have fear and keep on typing. You can have fear, keep going to get that license. You can have fear, go back to school. You can have fear and be 80. Fear don't have no age limit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can have fear, but if nothing is produced, then you ain't hearing no much of nothing. I'm telling you, because I'm telling you, them people that got the books out here, Barnes and Nobles out there, some of them had some fear. They had fear. They worked through the fear. The problem is the procrastination and the discipline, and telling yourself, listen, today I can't go out here and hang out here on the porch with Lulu now. Because Lulu now is okay where they at. I ain't okay. My spirit can't rest. What you say, Candace? Let me read you. My goodness, I went to sleep hearing. Hold on. I went to sleep hearing all these talents and gifts, put them to work, leave no money on the table. Yes, Candace. Yes, ma'am. God done put too much inside of us. You dance. You write. There's some more gifts inside of you. I just felt led right there. There's some more stuff inside of you that you ain't even revealed to us. God want to bless us. But see, we don't want to do right. And then Larry said your friends need to change when your status changes. Either they moving up with you or they will hold you back from it. Let me tell y'all something. Friends get you in trouble. See, friends, they always be talking about some princess, you done changed. I'm supposed to change. I ain't acting stupid no more. I ain't lost my mind no more. I'm supposed to change. Yes, when you get a little money, you're supposed to change. You ain't supposed to have to be acting dumb like you did when you ain't have no money. Sometimes you had to move out the neighborhood you was in, because them folks will rob you blind when God started blessing you. Yeah, you got to change. You're going to have to change some friends. Okay? You're going to have to, like I said, I ain't want to keep y'all on here long, but I need y'all to understand that some of y'all live in poverty because you won't use the thing that's going to bring you out. Some of y'all are having a hard time. Some of y'all don't have a happy life because you got some crazy folks surrounding you with they stupid stuff all the time. It ain't who y'all blaming it on. It's your choices, your decisions. For Sean say, yes, God has blessed us all with gifts. Yes, all of us. And everyone can't go. No, everybody ain't going to be able to go. Everybody ain't going to be able to go. But again, you got to surround yourself with people who will push you. I done rode on so many buses with folks thinking they gonna take me somewhere. They outside flattening the tire. We can't go nowhere. And then half of them Ain't even the drivers of the bus. We supposed to be in this together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, oh, we're going to work together and this is going to be a great team. What you need is already inside of you. What you have to do is be obedient to it. God will open up doors. God will connect you. I'm glad you caught me live too. God will connect you with the right people. Yes, He will. What Kimmy said, I always say you'll have more money and blessing when you let certain things go. Yes, I drop some folks out. I'm telling y'all, I started out with quite a few friends, had a posse or entourage. I ain't got that no more. I ain't even mad about that. I'm not mad about that. You know why? Because again, God has placed a whole lot inside of me. If you've ever worked with me, I have a lot of gifts. And God saw fit to give me a lot of gifts. And so I get people who be hating on me. They be like, girl, let me know what you need. And at the same time, I say I want to go somewhere. They'll be whispering and talking. And, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Princess, she dance. She try to outdo people. Princess, she do this. Princess, she do that. One lady told me one time, she said, yeah, she got a lot of gifts, but which one is she good at? Why I can't be good at all the stuff that God placed on the inside of me? Huh? But you, again, be careful who you surround yourself with. These are your like Sean said, the nuggets for the day. Be careful who you surround yourself with. Stop making excuses. Stop telling lies on folks, because ain't nobody keeping you from doing what God has for you to do but you. No longer blame your children, your spouses, and all these folks. I don't never have time. You got to make time. You got to set the standards. You got to make the schedule. You pull out your calendar. Start doing a little bit at a time until you get some discipline. Get off this Facebook all day, because, again, Facebook's not going to feed you unless you have made Facebook a business venture. Or some kind of way you selling stuff on Facebook. But let's just be honest. We spend hours on Facebook when we could be spending some time doing what it is to get to the point to where we need to be. I mentor so many people. And I send them an email or a text back saying, how are things doing? How are things doing? Okay? Or how are they going? Well, life got me caught up. What? Life is a person now? Life done caught you. You know, like, what's your situation? What's your excuse today? Who you gonna blame today for not doing what God called you to do? Princess is taking responsibility for her own actions. Princess is going to give an account for my own stuff. I am the problem. Okay? If you ain't been cleaning up every 5 minutes, don't start trying to do what God called you to do. Then all of a sudden you see stuff and now you got to clean up. Now you got to wash clothes and stuff. Sit your behind down. Do what God told you to do. Then get up. Then get up and start doing some of this other stuff. Because that's the problem. Making excuses. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Well, yeah, when it's time for you to do what God called you to do, you're going to come up with a lot of stuff. So I hope I helped somebody today. There is no excuse for you not to do what God has called you to do. There are too many channels, too many avenues, too many things that are out here now that you don't even have to pay for. You don't even have, you can make a video on your phone. I just wish I could coach some of y'all out of your slump, out of your foolishness, out of this lie that you've been told, out of all this stuff. Because again, God has called us, and some of us poor and broke right now, got $5 in our pocket because we ain't doing what God called us to do. Yes, self-destruction. God will bless your effort. Yes, He will. He'll open up doors. Y'all, let me tell you something. I tried something, and then I'm going to get off of here. I tried something the other day. I said, I'm going to just try. I'm going to write a little short story. I was working on burning bridges, but came up with 1,500 excuses as to why I need to change some stuff or whatever. Just can't do what God called me to do. We got to make some excuses, right? And so anyway, I tried something. I sent this lady a little synopsis of what my next book will be not Burn the Bridge, the next one after that, because that's how God does. When you have a gift, he'll pour into you, and he'll keep pouring into you even if you ain't finished with the first assignment. That's how he is. He pours. And so I sent it to the lady. She was like, she came back, OMG, Princess. Do you know who you are? Do you know what God has placed inside of you? I ought to know, because I've been knowing that this gift has been inside of me since I was little. But again, when she said, well, what is keeping you from doing it? Like, God will send some people to hit you, slap you in your throat, in your mouth. So I'm looking at the text message, how I'm going to answer back. I'm going to tell that lady the truth. I type back, me. Because even the lies people done told me, I don't even believe them no more. I am the problem. I know I'm more than a conqueror. I know that I'm gifted. I know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. I know that the gift he planted inside of me will make room. I know that he called me to be. I know what he called me to be. So why am I not doing it? Why have I not accomplished more than what I have already? It's because me. So y'all deal with that today. Ask yourself, how many times have you been the reason why you don't have what God wants you to have? Don't blame nobody else. The children are already grown for some of y'all. They already grown. So, and if they ain't grown, they old enough to take care of themselves. Because be honest with you, all that what you saying you be doing, y'all don't want me to preach. All that what we be thinking we be doing every day, we just make ourselves tired. Be honest with you, because children really make their own food sometimes. And they get their own self dressed. They might can't dry themselves somewhere, but you know what? Even while you sitting out there waiting on them at these functions and waiting on them at rehearsals or practice or whatever, get your tablet, get your computer, get your phone out, get something. Get something. You hear me? Get you something. Start jotting this stuff down. Now, as I get ready to hit finish on this thing, I'm going to tell you what y'all going to do. Some of y'all going to start saying, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it when I get off. I'm going to do it when I, whatever. Set yourself a reminder in that phone. Every day I set on my calendar, right. I put it in there 3 different times a day. If you don't do it, you got to snooze it. By the time that stuff get on your nerves, by the time that snooze button keep going off, reminding you to do something different from what you've been doing, you'll start doing it because it's going to get on your nerve. Now, it's up to you to be strong enough to say, I'm going to spend this 15 minutes on my project instead of 15 minutes on Facebook. It's just up to you. And I don't want to coach y'all to death. I don't want to talk too long. I talk long on these videos because I really want people to understand these tricks. I really want you to deal with and address what's really going on. It ain't nobody's fault. And like they say, if I don't make it in, ain't nobody's fault but mine.